Hello guys, welcome back once again, and this time we're talking about the good old N64. N64 is one of those systems that in a recent year or so, that's finally getting attention when it comes to like unreleased games, prototypes, stuff like that. That the NES and other systems have had a lot of attention in the last 5 years. A lot of games have come out, but in this case, the N64 has had games that weren't released that we're now starting to see the light of day. The N64 was basically, had a nice amount of 3D platformers on it. And obviously, for me and a lot of people, the number one platformer when you think of the N64 is, of course, Super Mario 64, which I just had fun hours sliding on Mario's belly down the hill or sledding, or doing the snow levels. To me, it was the best 3D platformer on that system. But that wasn't the only one that was released. And one of the ones that kind of, got attention but never was released was a game called Freak Boy from Virgin Interactive. Basically, it was supposed to promise a fantastical game world which could be morphed, and a central character who could absorb everyday objects and use their properties to his advantage. That's what got people excited. Like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I don't think that's been kind of done in the 3D, action platformer kind of thing before. But Freak Boy looked like it was going to be, a really good game. But although, the game went through several complete redesigns, which of course anytime a game does that, it puts a game behind schedule, puts a game behind the budget and event, and also a lot of times could lead to a game basically getting buried and you never see it again. But again, this, because the innovative gameplay and the graphics, there was a little bit of a buzz this game, at the time, but it got canceled, and there was no reason really why, but the game got canceled anyway, and it was never been seen since. But one lucky gamer recently discovered the game prototype N64 cartridge in a cart boot sale in Guildford, UK, and is the only known playable build of this game right now. It's the only one we've seen up to this point. So again, it's one of those cool things where this guy wants to remain anonymous who found the cartridge, but he has put some videos up on YouTube, and I'll link to his channel if you want to check the other ones out, besides the one that's playing what I'm talking about right now. But again, it's really cool how you always think something's gone, and somehow, some way, somebody finds it out in the wild, and we reap the benefits of it because there are people who want to share it with other people. I think that's the coolest thing, that people want to share with other people. It'd be kind of cool if this did get released for people to play, if it's kind of done in ROM form or something. But again, it's cool that he's released videos on this, and it's one of those things that sometimes when you're amazed at how many games were never released. A lot of these consoles had, hundreds of games that got canceled for whatever reason, that never got to their final stages or whatever. Just they didn't think they were worth it, and are out there, and gamers are now finding them and releasing them to other people to try. And that's the coolest thing about this trend when we talk about unreleased games. Now, this is a prototype, so obviously it's not finished. Probably never will be. We don't know how far along this game was, right? Because it did have several redesigns. So we're probably never going to find out how close to being done this game really was. But it is cool to see what it looks like, and to think of the potential this game could have had. And maybe some homebrew person will see the prototype, maybe pick up what the innovativeness, and maybe make a homebrew game for the N64 someday. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, what do you guys think of Freak Boy and the fact that this thing was found and is now, at least being shown in video form? Do you think that's kind of cool, or are you the kind of person who, like, what, it's not finished, I don't care. I only want to see a finished game. Again, to me, it's cool to one more piece to me, what I like is the history of video games. This is one more part of history being uncovered. That each day we find out how much little of video game history we think we know. As more of this stuff's uncovered, we go, wow, I didn't realize, that Freak Boy existed. Or like Wonderland Disney on the NES, or a number of games that have been released in ROM form or in cartridge physical form in recent years. Anyway, love to hear your guys' opinions on this subject like always, and I'll make another video for you guys soon. Later.